So our most recent research published in 2017 and 2018 has made clear that with our concerted efforts to increase diagnosis, care, and treatment, we can both significantly reduce the loss of life associated with hepatitis B and also increase the quality of life years for those living with hepatitis B. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and introduce our first speaker to the podium, Dr. Samuel So. He is the founder and executive director of the Liver Center at Stanford University School of Medicine. Dr. So.
Good morning, everybody. So I'd like to thank all of our distinguished guests, representatives from the press, as well as all our volunteers for joining us this morning. So this month is Liver Cancer Awareness Month, and it's particularly pertinent to our community. Every year, many Asians die of liver cancer caused by chronic viral hepatitis. In fact, worldwide, about 800,000 people die of liver cancer, mainly from this preventable and treatable disease. The major problem is lack of awareness. Lack of the awareness is the major reason why many people, especially Asians, die from liver disease and liver cancer caused by chronic hepatitis B. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimate that about 1 in 12 Asians have chronic hepatitis B, and actually in the Vietnamese community, it's more likely 1 in 8 people who are Vietnamese in this country have hepatitis B. But only about 2 out of 3 are aware of the infection because they have no symptoms or the doctors never tested them. Hepatitis B is not transmitted by food or water. It's not transmitted by sharing cups or eating utensils. Most people who have chronic hepatitis B, who are Asians, became infected at birth from mother-to-child transmission because they did not get vaccinated within the first 24 hours of birth to prevent mother-to-child transmission. The Join J We Care is an awareness campaign to call for all Asian Americans, as well as foreign-born from endemic countries, to know the hepatitis B status. If you don't know, get a one-time blood test to check for hepatitis B. The hepatitis B blood test is now even covered by Medicare, Medicaid, as well as all the health plans. If you test positive, make sure you get care. Go and see a doctor who knows how to monitor people with hepatitis B to see whether you need treatment, because treatment could greatly reduce the risk of developing liver cancer and liver disease. And also make sure if you have been diagnosed with chronic hepatitis B, get an ultrasound of the liver every year to screen for liver cancer. Liver cancer, although it's often deadly, is largely preventable. And it's time that we in the community take action to stop this silent killer. I'd like to congratulate and thank Lee Sandwiches in joining the Join J We Care initiative. We hope that by setting an example in the community, other shops and enterprises in the community will also join J to stop hepatitis B and liver cancer and save lives. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, how are you today? Thank you for being here, and it's my honor to represent my Lee Sandwich families and introduce the Join J We Care program. According to the research that Dr. So just said, the estimate is 1 in 8 are affected with hepatitis B among the Bay Area elderly population, so it's a very high number. 1 in 12 Asian Americans are infected with hepatitis B in the comparison to 1 in 1,000 non-Hispanic and white. So Asian Americans comprise of over half of the nation, 1.2 to 2 million people currently infected with hepatitis B. So accounting for the largest group at risk. It's dangerous because it's a no symptom and it's often too late for treatment. So there's a silent killer. So October is Liver Cancer Awareness Month. Joining effort 3 Sandwiches in partnership with Stanford Asian Liver Center is launching the Joy Jake We Care campaign, aiming to reach 50,000 community members through our platform. In-store communication to 4 sandwiches in Northern California and 10 stores in Southern California. We also launched the Associates Digital Photo Contest online through Asian Liver Center and the social media outlet. So we want to spread out the word, guide and connect people to join JADE global initiative with the resources and projects to help and stop liver cancer. Moreover, we encourage everyone to practice living the healthy life, eat, drink, and healthy food, avoid the alcoholic drink. So these are the product. And coffee is one of the we serve. Then if you got 1 cup of coffee or a smoothie, you got the sticker like this. And so we want to spread the word. And this is how Georgia's campaign works. From October 15th to October 31st, the customer will get the least coffee cup, also feature a round sticker with the message Joy Jake We Care. So participant store will also hang the poster in front of the store to raise the awareness by snapping the photo of the cup or any of the co-brand material, then posting them on Instagram with the hashtag JoyJake, LeeJoyJake. So the prize for top 5 photos we've chosen and announced on these sandwiches and Stanford Asian Liver Center. So they will receive $50 gift package. So by joining and promoting this meaningful campaign and posting a snapshot of the Lee Coffee Joy This Cup, it will save lives. So please join us. Joy Jade. Thank you.
Please welcome State Assembly Member Ash.
Good morning, everyone. It's great to be here. Welcome to Assembly District 27. And thank you so much for being here. This is such an important program, the Join JADE We Care campaign. And we cannot be successful without all of you here, without the media here, making sure we educate our community on how important it is to be tested for Hep B and ultimately to take whatever measures necessary to heal yourself and get better. Because we know that Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders, although they make up less than 5% of the total population of the United States, they account for more than 50% of the nearly 1 million Americans living with chronic hepatitis B. California is the state with the highest number of chronic hepatitis virus, HBV cases in the United States. It can be passed, as you heard from the doctor, it can be passed from mother to child, which makes it even tougher to diagnose because it's not based upon any individual's behavior. Asian Americans generally do not get tested or even discuss this with their doctors, whether it's about liver cancer or Hep B, because of cultural stigma. We need to break this stigma so that we can protect our loved ones. That's why we're here, is to break this stigma. It's okay to talk about it. We must talk about it. We need to open up our conversations between our family members and our community. This is what this campaign is doing. Now, how does the state of California promote and develop programs to raise liver cancer awareness? Well, we're trying our best. We, for example, this year had ACR 174, Hepatitis Awareness Month and Hepatitis Testing Day. And we use that as a platform to educate our community. We work with local nonprofits, local communities of color, and support them to ensure they have the proper resources, funding, and support to reduce HPV and liver cancer, and those who are affected with the disease receive the aid and education. And our California Department of Public Health dedicates information, both online resources, immunization information, clinical guidance, as well coming out into the community and partnering with local health organizations. This year we approved over $100 million specifically for testing of Hep C within inmates. We also put a ton of resources into San Diego where there's an epidemic within the homeless community. But the reality is we can avoid investing those kinds of resources in epidemics if we do our education and outreach ahead of time. And that's why it's such an honor for me to be here and to join in partnership with the Asian Liver Center at Stanford University, Dr. Samuel So. And in fact, just talking with Dr. So and our great Board of Equalization member, Fiona Ma, who we all can hope very soon will be the next treasurer of the state of California. And let me tell you why that matters so much. To have someone like Fiona that understands the needs of our community and that high-level position, not only looking over the budget, looking over our money, but having that platform is so critical. And so we're already talking about working together with Dr. So to do even more in terms of ensuring that folks get tested, that our community gets tested and understands the need to do so. And so I'm so grateful to the Asian Liver Center for the work that they do. And I also want to thank Lee Sandwiches, Annie Lay here with the Lee Sandwiches family. Anyone that's from San Jose knows how much Lee Sandwiches does for the community, in the community. And what I can't think of a better way to support the cause than to get some coffee from Lee Sandwiches, right? And so thank you all so much. Join Jay. We all have to do it. We can't rely on anyone else to do it. Everyone in this room is responsible. No one else is coming to save us. No one else is going to do it. No one else is going to come to protect our family members. We must do it ourselves. And for that, I'm so grateful to each and every one of you for doing your part, to protect our community. So thank you.
I'm very honored to be able to be here, and what a wonderful way to launch this campaign in San Jose than to have it here at the Vietnamese American Community Center. This has been such a wonderful home for our Vietnamese community, and to be able to have such an important campaign and to be able to stress the importance of this campaign and how we're going to take care of our community. This is a wonderful place to be able to have it. As you've heard the previous speakers, I'm not going to say anything new, but we're not going to be able to take care of our community or expect anyone to take care of our community except for ourselves. One of the things that I have had the greatest honor is to be able to represent a very diverse community. Aside from District 7, which is where we are, I represent District 5, which is home to the next largest Vietnamese community. And yes, exactly. Councilmember Tam and I are great partners in how we represent all of our community, but having our Vietnamese community active and healthy and engaged in the political process and in the way that we can serve you has been one of the greatest things that we can do for the city of San Jose. It is our diversity that is our strength, not our weakness. And of course, making sure that we are healthy is going to ensure the future of our community and of the next generation. Of course, the previous speakers spoke so elegantly, but making sure that we end the stigma of hepatitis and liver cancer is going to be of paramount in terms of how we take care of our residents. It starts today, it starts with each and every one of us, it starts with you. Please make sure that you contact our offices. How does the city contribute to this? How do we work with each and every one of you? Well, let me tell you that in case you didn't know, the city council members have money. So we can give you money. The city council members have grants that many stakeholders, many nonprofits are completely unaware of. And that funding is available for you to make sure that you get your communication out, to make sure that we fund your events, to make sure that we fund all kinds of wonderful opportunities such as these, to make sure that we get the word out. And so I'm very privileged to be able to have a partner up at the state, such as our Assembly Member Ash Kalra, our State Senator Jim Bell, and so many other wonderful friends that we have at the state capitol. But we have wonderful friends here in the City Council that are willing to help, that want to help. Make sure you knock on our doors, make sure you use our funding to get the word out so that we can support you. And especially in October, where we're trying to raise awareness, this is also bi-national Health Awareness Month. So make sure that you get connected to all the wonderful health clinics that are doing wonderful work so that we go ahead and launch this wonderful crusade, Join J, and get the word out. Thank you.
Next, please welcome Councilman Tad Wood.
Good morning, thank you so much. May I speak few words in Vietnamese? Kính thưa Thứ Ba, kính thưa tất cả quý vị cộng đồng. Chúng tôi rất là xúc động mỗi lần hôm nay có được buổi lễ của quý vị quan tâm và với cộng đồng ủng hộ để giúp chữa bệnh gan, bệnh người Á Đông chúng ta bị rất nhiều. Cảm ơn quý vị. Good morning, folks. Welcome to our Vietnamese Medical Commissioner. We have the Vice Mayor trying to compete at how many she represent. Our district has more Vietnamese, but the Assemblyman has both districts, and wait till the other she has a body, okay? So, anyway, we do respect. But anyway, in fact, Vice Mayor and everybody, you make something happen right here, and now you see the result of it. The Center today welcomed you in that great meeting with the city support that provide the community a home. And that home today, we have a soul in you coming. A soul in you coming with your heart and do good things for community. That is the spirit of the Vietnamese American Commission Center. On that note, I am deeply humble and proud at the same time to welcome you. Because my age, about 60, right? I lost two classmates because of hepatitis. And in my family, I lost two uncles and an aunt about this right age. So Asian people, Vietnamese people, 50 years old and on, like me and go on, are very vulnerable to the liver disease. So that's why we are deeply grateful. And I'm congratulate the Joint Chief Weekend that you chose a good party because with Lee Sandwich you go everywhere. You go everywhere. Remember, President Obama, the White House, the menu had Lee Sandwich in it. All right. So next time you buy a Lee Sandwich, you know this is a great partner. So on that note, I would like to recognize a couple of folks. On behalf of the city San Jose, we would like the Vice Mayor and me to come, and we want to give accommodation to the Stanford Asian Liver Center. Please, I would like the doctor, join us very quickly. Right here. Leadership and help our community. Because this means more to me a lot. So I would like to invite Tipa, please. She's the matriarch of the Lee Sandwich. Mời quý anh đây. Và mời anh please. And on that note, I would like to ask the Assembly to join. No, actually, you have yours. All right, so in fact, all right, so please join with me on behalf of the City of San Jose Council. We recognize the Lee Sandwich family that throughout the years, not only you are economic dynamic, but also you reach out a lot doing many community events, including this important one. On that note, the City of San Jose so honored to present you with this commendation to make contribution to the
recognize the May family for partnering with us because it is important that when we buy water or we buy coffee that we see the signs, and it either reminds us to get tested or perhaps it will ask someone, it'll prompt someone to ask someone, what is this Join JV Care, and maybe Google it so people will better understand. I also want to recognize my brother from another mother, Ash Colorado, and your two leaders here from San Jose Vice Mayor Magdalena Carrasco, as well as San Jose City Council Member Tam Lin, for your leadership. For me, it's been a very personal journey. When I started my first job working with one of the accounting firms, they asked us to go and donate blood. So like many of us, we went downstairs to the donation truck, and I got a letter back from the San Francisco Blood Bank that said, "Miss Law, we cannot accept your blood. You have hepatitis B, but thank you very much." And I didn't understand what that meant. So I went home, asked my mother and father, what does that mean? What is hepatitis B? And my mother said, well, Grandma got it at birth, gave it to my mother at birth, and I was born with it as well as my brother. And not to worry about it, that we were silent carriers. So for 20 years, I didn't worry about it. Then I did a press conference like this almost 10 years ago in 2007 with Dr. Sam So and Ted Fang of the Asian Week Foundation, and I said the same exact story. Dr. Sam So, after, said, "Miss Mom, that is not true. You are not a silent carrier. 1 out of 4 people like you will develop liver cancer or require a liver transplant." So, needless to say, I went home to my mom and dad, and I said, "Mom and Dad, you're not silent carriers." Dr. So recommended that I go and ask my doctor to go get tested, and I had a Chinese doctor at this time who never tested me for 20 years, and I asked her to test me. She did not know the correct test. I also asked her to get a liver x-ray. She did not want to give it to me because that cost money, but I basically demanded it. And that is what we need to do for our own health, is to take control of our own health. And part of this campaign is about going to your doctor and asking to get tested for hepatitis B. Even to this day, sometimes I I bring back the test and I ask Dr. So to look it over. Sometimes it is not right, Dr. So? So he is the leading expert on hepatitis B, and many doctors are educating themselves, but some are still not giving the correct test. We also, because I had been testing my whole family, we were able to catch my mother's liver cancer early. And I want to thank Dr. Sam So as well. So my mother was able to have an operation. She did manage to live another 5 years, but it's because of this type of campaign. So get tested, get vaccinated. If you don't have hepatitis B, you can get 3 vaccinations, and we say 3 for life. But you need to get 3 vaccinations in the order. If you get 2, it's not going to be effective, so you need to go get 3. If you do have hepatitis B, you should work with your doctor and get treatment. There is medication. So nobody should be scared of getting tested. Nobody should be dying of hepatitis B here in California, in the United States, in the rest of the nation. And so I want to thank everyone for coming out. October is Liver Cancer Awareness Month. As Dr. Sam So said, you may feel fine, you may look fine, but then one day you may not look or feel fine because it is a silent disease. So go get tested, go talk with your doctor. If you don't have it, get vaccinated. If you have it, please go get treated. You can be saving lives, and we want to thank everyone, and especially today, Lise, for being a partner with us and raising the awareness. Thank you very much.